Oh my god, the whole fucking stream was muted. I had computer problems this morning and I jumped on. I played that song and nobody heard a fucking thing either. That is absolutely priceless. Thank you, Mayor, for fucking saying something. Oh my god, I'm terrible. That is absolutely priceless. This is why we're here to practice, not just guitar, but how to stream properly. That is priceless. All right, well then let's try that again. Sloppy, not too bad. That's too funny, man. Absolutely hilarious. Oh my goodness. Okay, so hey, no problem, man. Absolutely. I'll be here for 2 hours. Maybe longer if I keep messing up. Thanks again for letting me know that, man. That's absolutely fucking hilarious. Alrighty then. So, we're going to start with some stretches because that's where we usually start. All right, here we go. One, two, three. I should be counting these 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A little shake. You gotta relax. Doesn't feel too bad today. This one I feel a little bit more still in my tendinosis. We'll give this thumb first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a 10. A little massage in there. How's that muscle? Well, it's pretty loose today. Maybe a little bit closer to the thumb. But not so bad. What's my computer doing? Now it's good. It's hovering around 69 degrees. Yes, I'm perpetually loving. Who isn't? All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 12. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, and 9, and 9. Oh, a little shake. Give it a little shake. That muscle feels pretty good. Oh, right there, actually. Oh, right there. Come back here. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There. Ah. Ooh, yeah, get in there. Get in there. Oh, yeah, okay. Do a little stretch-rooney. Computer is draining so fast. I wish they didn't drain so fast. These programs are just brutal on the computer. Must be that lack of GPU thing, I think, with Macintosh. All right, shoulders and back, because you're going to sit for 2 hours. I mentioned before, too, like, if I'm not talking about this stuff, I can blow through my set. Practice warm-up routine, about 45 minutes. Hitting everything, being honest about my mistakes with myself, That's a good thing. Need a drier tone for the opening warm-up for this one. All right, so let's get into this because I've already lost a few minutes because of my computer problems. And then I didn't turn on my fucking microphone. I didn't turn on the full sound for the stream, actually, because I'm dumb. So we're going to do 16th note warm-up with the right hand, and we're just drawing a little circle. I know you can do, if you're doing it from your wrist, that's fine. If you need to use your whole arm, it's fine. It's going to wear you out. So that's why I've done this for years. At slower speeds, it's a lot more comfortable, a lot more relaxed. So here we go. Now, at 150 BPM. So here we go. My arm a little bit there. Tensing up in my shoulder, and then I tense up through your upper arm and into your forearm. Trying to be relaxed about this. Just drawing that little circle. When you get to that relaxed point, you feel it. tensing up my arm. Yeah, tensing up my arm a little too much there, but that's okay. What the fuck? I don't know. I don't have TikTok. Why would you send me a TikTok? You TikToker? All right, so, oh man, I'm competing with Matt Heafy again. He seems to stream. I think he must be on the East Coast then. He's probably streaming 8 o'clock, or I think he's even on earlier than that. I don't know. That's super cool. Like I was saying, I'm going back through in my morning routine before I do my streams and stuff. I'm going back and listening to bands I never really listened to their stuff, and Trivium is one of them I need to listen to. They're 10 albums into their career. I haven't listened to one fully, so I've got to do that. I did Fear Factory. I did a bunch of bands in the last little while. It's been kind of cool. Okay, now right hand warm up is done. Now let's do the most dreaded fucking guitar practice thing ever. The spider technique. Hi, welcome back. How's your dinner? What'd you have today? Oh, I'm also using this rule of 4. I don't know what else to call it. Someone showed me this years ago. Every 4 frets, if you're using your hand properly and running 4 frets, every 4 frets, your hand is using different muscles. From here to all the way to here is different muscles. That's why this is just as important for the thing. Spreading open your hand as it is for using the Grip Master for closing your hand when you're not playing your guitar anyway. But these are great strings. These are great. Anyway, so. That one's the hardest because of the spread. Easier up on the 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then up to 9, 10, 11, 12. It's cool. I can watch my fingers there instead of here. It's totally different. It's really cool. Sorry. I'm a big kid. I'm still like Peter Pan, big child. Okay, so then 13, 14, 15, and 16 had pancakes. It's your little brother's birthday. Well, tell him I said happy birthday. Everybody in chat, devil horns and happy birthdays for Mayor's little brother. How old did your brother turn today? You don't have to tell me. You don't have to, but... And we have some more viewers. Greetings, Starfighters. Thanks for tuning in. My fingers got caught up on the string there. That's weird. You think he's 8 now. Did you not count the candles on his cake? I hope he doesn't hear this. My brother doesn't know how old I am. Don't worry. I forget my mom's birthday. I always miss it by 2 freaking days. She's my bloody mom. My sisters, the only reason I seem to remember their birthdays when they come up is because I have them on Facebook. I'm losing my memory in my old age. It could be the weed, could have been the morphine, who knows. Oh, that one's so hard because your fingers are so close together. All right. You have 7 brothers. Okay, I forgive you. I have 3 sisters, no brothers, so that's crazy. 7 brothers. Wow. That's fucking badass. All right, next one we're gonna do 1 4 2 4 3 4 2 4 3 4 2 4 1 4 2 4 3 4 2 4. As you see, I'm not using my metronome constantly right now either, because every once in a while it's good to see how your timing actually is. Because what happens if somebody just doesn't have a metronome that they can use when you're practicing? I mean, nowadays it's easier with your phone, but it could happen. And it's just good to know that your meter is finally ingrained into your head, too. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 2 sisters. Nine, 10, 11, 12. Nowadays it's totally different. Like we used to write out a little ad. We're this people and we like this thing. Yeah, I mean, it could just be through stuff like this, like talking to people in Twitch. If you talk to some people in your chat of a Twitch channel, you never know. But like I was saying, when I was young, you had to write down a little thing. We put it up in pool halls. We put it up just on posts around town. We would paper that when we did our shows as well. We would actually physically have to go out and put up posters. Then just from word of mouth, if you have friends who are into music, you never know. Maybe they know somebody who plays an instrument. But now you can use social media for that stuff. Post where you live, post what you like, make a little video clip of yourself and do stuff like this and put it up on YouTube. And then you get viewers and you get people. You don't necessarily have to be in the same town anymore as somebody. You could be across the world because of the digital technology and practice in real time together. It's pretty amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to try to get some guitarists to come in here and school me in my lack of guitar knowledgeness. But it'd be really cool to have them either on stream or just bring them in to my tiny little space here and have them show me some tricks and tips. Okay, I think we were at 13, 14, 15, and 16. $17, $18, $19, and $20. Not too bad for a Friday. Like I was saying, I haven't been playing as much at night because I've been trying to get. So I started writing out this one here. I'll show you really quickly. I started writing out a short little video about all these little techniques, and it's turned into 4 or 5 pages of my history of what's happened and why I'm doing this little stream here and stuff. So it ends up always taking more. It's really funny. But I've got to get at least 2 or 3 little videos. Let's hope it's not on a Wednesday because you have to make dinner for. Where are we? 1 4 2 4 3 4 2 4. We did that, and now this. So now we're doing that same pattern between 4 strings. Woo! 9, 10, 11, 12. I can almost get it to sound the same just by palm muting the whole thing and holding the chord. That's funny. It's tough. Like I've said before, I suffered a serious back injury and didn't play my guitar for 10 years, and I had pretty much figured I was never going to play again. It's been the last 4 or 5 years that I've been getting better, and I've just got to take it day by day. Hope my computer's dying. The other thing I found too is like trying to look for a band and stuff is great and everything, but you got to worry about you first. Be happy with who you are. Love what you love. Find what you love to do. And then people will be, other lack of a better word, attracted to that, whether, it's sexually or not. But just friends, like, oh, wow, he's really good at what he does. He likes this sort of stuff, or she likes this sort of stuff, or they, whatever you want. Sorry. Yeah, then you'll find those people. Once you're really confident in yourself and secure in yourself, that makes a big difference. try listening to new stuff, try new things. And there's times you have to walk away from your guitar. If you're beating your head against or you don't feel that you're getting any better, put it down for a day or two. Walk away, relax. Your brain, just like I was mentioning before, when you go to the gym, you're not actually building muscle when you're at the gym. You're tearing it and hurting it, and it gets inflamed, and then you go and you rest, and your muscles repair, and they grow bigger. So it's the same kind of thing. Sometimes you got to walk away to let that all set in, let the pathways build in your mind and your muscle memory to take shape, and it comes. Like I took lessons from Martone in November. I think, November. And all the little things that he's taught me, for 3 months, I've just stayed on top of them, even on days that I've played worse. And you can even see it back in my other streams that I've got, which I've posted to the YouTube channel now. There's days that I didn't play as good, and it was halfway through my week, and all of a sudden I woke up and I was playing worse, and I just still go through it, just kind of get through it quick, and then sometimes I didn't practice. It's a tough thing, but if you really love it, then you'll find that the time for it, absolutely. Let's do some pull-offs here. Some of this stuff was stuff that I've just learned over the years. Again, I never took lessons when I was younger. I had a guitar class in school, but it was like one day of him showing us the guitar, and then I lasted another 3 months before I was out of school and on my own. I left home at a young age, like 17. But so I didn't really learn anything. Kids were just, wanting to learn Enter Sandman and Sweet Child of Mine and that stuff, and so it was hard for our teacher to appease 20 kids in that aspect. He did his best, but for me to I didn't learn. So these are little tips and tricks I learned from friends, and also from having Guitar World magazine was our biggest thing back then. We had subscriptions. Everybody had a subscription to Guitar World or Guitar Player magazine, and you would get little tips and tricks. So this one, the first warm-up thing that I do, the double picking one, part of that, it comes from Kirk Hammett. It was either in he mentioned it in a year and a half in the life of Metallica documentary from the Black Album, or it was in a magazine. I don't remember, but I know it was from Kirk Hammett. And he does 1 minute per string at a steady pace, just with his right hand, and then he did some left hand stuff. But I'm also doing two little things with this. So we're doing 1 minute per string at a good pace, but that circle picking technique, I don't remember if that's Paul Gilbert. I don't remember if it's Steve Vai. I don't remember who initially showed me that one. So those are where I start off with that. And then this spider technique, I learned pretty early on. I don't remember from who. But then when I met my now guitarist, Dave Phelps, he is like, oh, have you ever do this one? I was like, yeah, I fucking hate that one. He's like, yeah, I fucking hate it too, but it works good. And then we saw other people doing it over the years. And again, I've recently mentioned that Bernth, Bernth, on YouTube, really good guitar player, really cool channel. He just reiterated that in a video recently. So cool. We'll keep that on the list. And then all these little kind of things that I felt that really were helping with my technique. And then all the stuff that Dave Martone showed me, all the scales. And the little... the magic shape. just kind of took everything and wrote it down. I'm trying to get these videos out there to show everything that I'm doing in little bits of videos. So if you're like, oh yeah, how do we do that? Because I go through all of this stuff in one session here. Mostly because I'm able to. And like I said, I can blow through all of this in about 45 minutes if I'm not yakking, but that's why I'm here, to explain as much as I can and help others as well. So it just takes a little bit of time. But once I can get this all up on proper tabs too, then I can sit down. And if you don't know how to read tab, we can sit here one day and show anybody how to read tab. It's actually really quite simple. It makes it a lot easier. Notation is really hard for me to read, especially now that I know I'm dyslexic. Okay, so where were we? We did pull-offs. We did there. So let's go to 5, 6, 7, 8. Even just playing songs. If you know a song, play it as much as you can. What is what? Sorry? Forgive me. These are just pull-offs, so pick it once, and then you're strumming it with that. You're really doing a pull. Hammer-ons are pull-offs are. It gets a little, that's why it's good to do this. At the speed that you can handle, just builds your fingers, get used to pulling off that. It's like strumming it with this finger, right? And then I just go up. And then try to go down the strings, and again in all those positions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, because they're all different. Doing pull-offs up here is not pull-offs up here. Your string just slips off the board. Yeah, don't worry, I still do that too, and that's just finger positioning. And again, it's hard at first too, especially. You don't have to press the strings that hard to make them, to make sound on them. So trying not to grip the neck will make a big difference. You try to get your hand around the neck a little bit more. But yeah, it's that's why we're here to practice, right? It's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then when you move up to the next string, at least then it won't slip off the fretboard. But then you have to control the other strings. You're palm muting the ones above what you're playing with this part of your hand. And then the underneath of your finger should be kind of muting that string below it. Kind of just resting on it, but fretting the string that you're playing. And you'll see, too, that you don't need a big motion to do the pull-off. You don't have to go really pull your finger away. Just you'll get better and better at it. And it's going to really work your hand good. Man, that's a workout. I absolutely feel that. Just lightly rest the hand on the hand. Stretch the forearm. Doctor said I need a backiotomy. Off to the gym after this again. Make it 3 days again this week. Woohoo! Lost a couple pounds, did a 40-hour fast, and then back on my one meal a day because I put weight on right here. Not so much here or here, but right here. Okay, we're moving on to 13, 14, 15, and 16. Because we've got to try to get through some of this. Oh, my knuckles. Old man knuckles. Absolutely. Yeah, and again, start slow. The thing about practice is it's practice. You're not trying to win a race. You don't have to impress anybody. Don't even worry about impressing yourself. Because once you get the muscle memory down and you do it for a little bit, all of a sudden you'll pick up your guitar one day and you'll just be like, oh, wow, it's finally starting to pay off. It takes time. Absolutely. But like you said, trying to keep motivated is the key. So I like to do it in the mornings. I like to practice in the mornings, and I like to practice at night, just run through everything again, especially the things that I felt I struggled on. Hitting the right strings with the pick. Just practice. Like, if you're doing this one, you're doing 2 notes, right? You hit it with the pick once, then you do the pull off with your fretting hand. You can see here too, this pinky kind of rests on my guitar and gives me a pivot point for stuff as well a lot of the times. Harder on the 7 and 8th string when I'm playing down lower, but when I'm trying to do a lot of this stuff, I've got my pinky kind of anchored there, and it gives you a little bit of a pivot point in a sense. Somewhere stable, so your hand's not constantly just flying all over. You can stabilize yourself. And if you have to, if you feel more comfortable with your fretting hand just doing those little things, watch your right hand until you get it used to it. And then when you feel a little bit better about it, don't look at your fretboard anymore. Don't look at your strings. Because if you should be able to, because like I sing and play, so I can't be doing this. So I had to get used to playing it, and then I would either close my eyes or I would try to play my guitar in the dark. That takes a little bit of time to get used to. But for now, it's just. Did you find a metronome for your phone? I think you did. You said, right? Oh, that sucks, yeah. Okay. That's all for those. Oh my gosh, that is such a workout. All right, we're coming up on 9 o'clock here, so let's try to get through this next part really, really quick. We're going to give the left hand a rest and do a couple more right hand techniques. This one is that gallop that we were doing last time. Down, up, down, pause, up, down, up. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I'm being very dramatic with my movements there. You can even, not the circle picking technique, but it's just from your wrist. I'm going to, where are we at? We're at 150 BPM. So down, up, down. You're just doing this just on that single string, right? Down, up, down, up, down, up. So instead of playing it constantly, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, there's that pause in there which breaks it up. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Little gallop. I guess you could call it a triplet if you're playing it over 4. If I remember correctly now. Down, up, down, up, down, up. And you'll see this one will make it easier to play when you get faster. Instead of trying to go down, up, down, and then come starting back on the down, up, down. Oh, it's really hard to do that way. So, yeah. Down, up, down, up, down, up. And again, palm muting, so you got that little bit of your palm just kind of touching the strings back here. If you move it along, you can hear. How much it mutes out the strings. And you'll find that sweet spot that lets you go. Well, terribly sloppy. So I've got a song. How does a part go? It goes. Just in one section, and I'm doing it all from starting on the downstroke. It's impossible for me. So this picking technique has really helped me with my own music again. Okay, so this one we're going to start at 140 with a metronome. right? You getting that down better? Did that make sense? I felt out of my neck when I reached over. Fuck, neck injury is so weird. Like, move just a little bit, lift my arm, and all of a sudden it's like, I feel like such a good. All right, no worries. I'm going to go through my tempos. Try to keep up what you can. Don't worry if you fall off. Again, this is what practice is for, man. Okay, we're going to go to 160. Because it's 9 o'clock already. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not bad. Let's go to 170. This is where it starts getting fun. Oh, yeah. Not bad. Let's go to 180. Oh, that's going down. I was going backwards there. Oh. Bad. Oh man, I'm really feeling a pinch in my neck right now. Of course. Okay. See if I can get through this. All right. 1, 2 at 190. That was terrible. Let's try that again. At 190. Not too bad. Let's push it to 200. Oh my gosh. Stupid neck. Don't get a back injury. Remember, lift with your legs. Don't try to show off. Leave your ego at the door when you go to the gym. Oh my gosh. 210. Okay. Now we're like running a race. Oh my God. Let's see if we can do it. That was 210. We're now at 222. Thank you, Mr. 66 Samus, for the 222. Oh my gosh. Can't go to the gym. You have laws against it. You have to be 17. You know, I think it's actually really good. I don't think people should be bodybuilding a whole lot, putting a lot of strain on your growing frame like that until you're pretty much stopped growing. Forcing a lot like that's pretty crazy in a sense, but it's probably for health reasons, I would guess. Last thing you want is some 13-year-old kid coming in there and lifting weight and dropping it on his throat and ruining the rest of his life too, right? All right, so that wasn't too bad. We got to 220 BPM. We'll skip the other two that I do from the song Meshuggah's Bleed. Have you ever heard the band Meshuggah? Have we talked about this? Oh my goodness. Oh, stupid spine. So annoying. Yeah, so the song Bleed by Meshuggah, that is a great little warm-up too, but I'm going to skip past that. We're going to go to this left-hand lick. That is one simple little lick that will really help start building up your stamina. So your E string, 5th fret, then your 7th and 8th fret. Oh, probably the weed goes to jail longer, right? Yeah, there's dumb laws like that here. Yeah, it can sometimes, the justice systems are a little bit weird, to say the least, without getting too political and offending too many people. But I'm going to guess the weed. Where are we at here? So yeah, 5, 7, 8 on your low E string, and then just to the 5th fret on your A string. And then back down. And I'm starting that on an upstroke on these, so that my upstroke allows me to go downstroke on that A string. Yeah, exactly. Like, how does that make any sense? Weed's now legal here in Canada too, right? Like, they finally realized this is not a problem. But yeah, for all drugs, I'm sure it's probably like that then too, right? But weed, like, why weed? Yeah, that sucks. I'm still not getting that down when I'm fast. Oh my goodness, my stupid neck. Okay, I'm going to have to get through some of this a little quick and maybe just sit here and chat while I sit on ice before I go to the gym. This could get worse. I might have to cancel my gym. All right, that's the shitty thing about the back pain. Where are we? So, yeah, again, one time. 5, 7, 8 on the low E, and then 5 on the A, and then back down 8, 7, 5. Okay. Oh my goodness. So that one, you can practice that on any string basically, in any fret position you want to, because they're all different. Okay, the next one is same kind of thing. We're starting on the 5 on the low E, then 6, 8, not 7, 8. 5, 6, 8 on the low E, and then 5, 7, 8 on the high, or the A, sorry. 5, 6, 8 on the E, 5, 7, 8 on the A. Favorite song at the moment? Yeah, it's a tough one. Like, I don't have a super favorite. I have like a favorites list. It's kind of, yeah. I've been listening to a lot of Gojira lately. Like, they really get me. When I go to the gym, my drummer says like, "Oh, it's all Pantera all the time." So I've been doing more Pantera again at the gym. Yeah, that's a tough one. When trying to do my own music, which some of the newer stuff we've done on 7-string is some of my favorite stuff that we've ever done. But there's still old stuff that's really good. Yeah, it's a tough one to say. What I hear recently that was really cool, though. Oh, sorry, I got to sit back for a minute here. Oh, this is what I don't want to happen is my freaking back to go out while I'm on stream. What's your favorite song at the moment? Running out of tea already, too. Right there. I did something to my neck. Oh, I'm on stream, and I feel bad because they're watching and he's playing along. Having a Slayer phase, so Fleshstorm, yeah, that's a good one. Anything by Slayer is good for sure. Especially into from Rain and Blood, and then to South of Heaven and Decade of Aggression, live stuff with Seasons in the Abyss, all that. Yeah, they're amazing riffmeisters, that's for sure. Oh my goodness. No, I can't do that and play at the same time. Just a little rub, a little stretch. And then I'll try to blow through some of this. I'll skip over some things one day. It's not going to kill. I don't give Mayor here too much. He's the one that's been learning. So if I throw 1,000 things at him, I'm going to scare him off, I'm sure. Let's see if that helps a little bit here. Where were we? We were doing. And then. Yeah, this is the thing about the neck pain. Proper posture and all that kind of stuff makes a big difference. Just the weirdest little things throw me out. Like I can roll over in bed and pop a rib out of place for weeks. It's really, really, really stupid. Which is why, like, most of the damage being in my neck made it really hard for me to sit up and play guitar at all. Right, so we've got those again, the 5, 7, 5, 7, 8, and then 5, and then back down 8, 7, 5 on the. And then the other one is 5, 6, 8, 5, 7, 8 on the A. try to go backwards with it. After 9. Okay, so let's go quickly through a G major scale. Starting on the 3rd fret on your low E string, which is, you got 6 strings if I remember. So the 3rd fret is G. The 2nd note of that is the 5th fret, which is an A. The 3rd note is the 7th fret. The 4th note is the 8th fret. 5th note is the 10th fret. 6th note is the 12th fret. The 7th note is the 14th fret, which is F sharp. And then 15th note is the same as here, because everything starts over again. 12 is basically 0. So 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 15. Within that, we're going to understand what major, minor, and diminished is really quick. Major uses 3 notes from that scale. The 1st note of the scale, the 3rd note of the scale, so 2, 3, up to the 7th fret. And it uses the 5th note of the scale, so we're going 8th and then to the 10th. So 1st, 3rd note, and 5th note of that is 3, 7, and 10. But that's a little weird to play, so we're going to play it between 2 strings. So how do we do that? We start 3rd fret again, that's the 1st note. This 2nd note is actually the 2nd fret on the A string. So instead of going, we can now go down to that A string, and then the last note is to the 5th fret of the A string. So 3, 2, 5. The minor shape for this scale, 1st note, this is the 3rd, way over here on the 7th fret. This back one is the flat 3rd, as I've been told they call it. This is all new to me. So we're using the 1st, not the 3rd, but the flat 3rd, and then the 5th again, which is the 10th fret. So 1st, flat 3rd, 5th. So if you transpose that to the string below, we're going 3rd fret on the E, 1st fret on the A, and then 5th fret on the A as well. Whew. And then the last shape is called diminished. And we're using the 1st, again, we're using that flat 3rd, not the 3rd, but the flat 3rd, which is on 6. And then we're using the flat 5th. The 5th we found on 10, so flat means to go down a half step to the 9th fret. So we're using 3, 6, and then 9 for this one. So if we translate that down to the string below, we're going to use 3. That flat 3rd we found was the 1st fret. And then if that's the 5th, the 4th fret then becomes the flat 5th. So we're going 3 on the E, 1 on the A, 4 on the A. So again, the first shape then is 3, the major shape, 3, 2, and 5. The second shape is minor, so 3, 1 on the A, and 5, and then diminished, 3 on the E, 1 on the A, A. And those shapes, I'm going to use up the scale as I go. And we're going to say pattern here. Major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. So that's 7. The 8th one is where you always resolve back to what you started on. That was fast. So, again, major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. All right, half lost here. Yeah, there, and that one, third. Okay, so. And we're going to go up the scale. The first note, obviously, that first pattern. So major pattern. The second note for a minor pattern. The third note will be a minor pattern. The fourth note is a major pattern. I should say the first note starting on the 3rd fret. Second note is on the 5th fret again. Well, the music industry changed. Like I said, I didn't play for 10 years. I also, the last time I was on stage with my band was 2002. And then I did college for audio engineering when my back initially went out on me, was able to do that. And then everything after that, I had to go back to work after college, and it just made my back even worse. And then I was laid up for a long time. And now, the last few years is when I've been getting better, but the industry has changed, especially since COVID. So we were thinking about what to do with the stream, because I'm not I'm no Herman Lee, I'm no Jason Richardson or Yngwie Malmsteen or anything. I did a lot of more writing and singing at the same time, so a lot of rhythm. But now I wanted to just understand the guitar better, because like I mentioned, I never took lessons until just recently. Being an engineer, it would help me as well. So I figured to force myself to practice, why don't I start streaming? Because you never see anybody out there practicing. You see a lot of TikTok videos where they're like, and that's not how you play guitar. You might be able to pull off one song if you had an open tuning or something, but yeah, that's not how you play guitar. So I figured I'd beat it into my head and try to help anybody else. I'm not much of a teacher. Again, I don't have a ton of knowledge, but I can give some tips. And then I suggest again to go to like John Petrucci's video on YouTube called Rock Discipline and check out what he does, because he's a phenomenal player. And all the stretches that I do are from him, and some of the Paul Gilbert stuff I'm talking about is from Paul Gilbert's Intense Rock series. And yeah, I might not ever be able to tour again too, which is something we talked about. My back it's just too bad. Like even just now, I did not one thing in my neck kind of started hurting me, right? So if I went on tour and couldn't move for 2 weeks, then that would ruin shows and shows. But with digital, the technology and streaming, we could literally throw a concert live on here. If we had to charge people money, which we necessarily don't anymore, the way that streaming and stuff works, you make money for advertising space and your YouTube and all that kind of stuff. But if we could charge everybody like 50 cents to join and watch the live stream, because 50 cents spread over 1 million people is $500,000 for a concert, and that would just go directly to us. So everything has changed. The only big difference is before I just used to write and sing. Now I'm doing streaming. Now I'm writing videos for YouTube. I've got to do all the social media stuff, which I've never done until just recently. So I've got on Instagram and all that stuff. It's been crazy. It's quite the haul. And then like I said, I was trying to get some videos up, and then I started writing scripts, and I get into my documentary, because we're starting a documentary of where we were, what happened, where we are now. And that's 20 some odd years of stuff. I started playing with my bandmates in 1995, I met the guitarist. In 96, beginning in 96, we met our drummer and bass player at the time. So it's been a long time. Oh, awesome, man. I'm glad. I'm glad you found some use out of me. I'm glad I could help anybody. That's really awesome. Okay, so where were we then? This major shape from the 3rd fret, a minor shape off the 2nd note, 5th fret, minor shape off the 7th fret, which is our 3rd note of the scale. The 4th is just one up, and it's a major on the 8th fret there. Then we go up to the 10th fret, another major shape. Then the 12th fret for a minor shape. Then the 14th fret for the diminished shape. And then this is the last note, which is the 8th one, which is the same as our 1st. This is where it resolves the scale. The major. So now, don't worry about this next part. I'm going to practice this next part. Gets a lot to throw in and all at once. Just remember your 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 15. That's your whole scale. And then your 3 shapes. 3rd fret on the E, 2nd fret on the A, 5th fret will show you just easily from the 1. Where your major shape is, your minor shape then is 3, 1, 5, which is a stretch. It sucks. And then your diminished shape, 3, 1, and 4. Major, minor, diminished. And it doesn't sound so much like there's a big difference, but once I play through this, you'll hear and see what I'm doing. So I'm doing this cool little picking pattern to try to keep it myself. Keeping, like I was saying, and a lot of your stuff you're doing up and down strokes. I don't know if that's what they call economy picking, but it just makes it really easy instead of trying to start from the top or always from the bottom. Like, you got to have some ease in your playing. So this one, it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. All right, so then again, it's a major, minor, minor, major, minor, diminished, and major again. You followed me weeks ago, didn't you? Last week or the week before that. Yeah. So, I think it tells me. Let's see. I go here and go here. Oh, that's the wrong account. Never mind. I can't look at that right now. I forgot I'm on my phone. I'm on my gaming channel, my Twitch gaming channel. Because I was gaming the other night. Since 13. Awesome. Yeah, very cool. You can say you've been here from pretty much the beginning. And the funny thing is I screwed up. My title screen says morning practice. I don't if you've tuned in when it says morning practice and has a countdown. Well, I forgot the N in the end of the word, so it said mornig. For like 18 or something episodes. I think I fixed it on Wednesday. My girlfriend's like, well, you spelled morning wrong? I'm like, oh, that's my dyslexia, like, literally coming out of my mouth, and I type that way, too, and absolutely hilarious. All right, so that's that one. Now, this one I'm just going to blow through, too. These are taking those magical, those shapes, the major, the minor, and the diminished, and using them between all 6 strings. Each one of them has two strings between them. So I'm going 3rd fret, then 2nd fret, and 5th fret. This shape uses the next. That's a major. The next one would be diminished. So I'm going down another string, and then back to a major shape on the last 2 strings. then coming back. So these ones are a little bit rough. We'll get to these ones again, especially once I get the tablatures done and can throw them up, though. You're also dyslexic, so you didn't notice. Can't realize. Well, your English is totally fine typing. I've understood everything you said. I speak 2 languages, English and bad English. I'm Canadian and should be French. Should know French, but I failed miserably. Didn't know why I was struggling with it so hard until I was in college, and they're like, well, you're dyslexic. You're not ADD. You seem to pay attention fine. You're just dyslexic. I was like, that's why I never got good at French. Or math. Yeah, your English is totally fine. Okay, so that's basically what we're doing. We're taking patterns and throwing them across. So this next one would be minor, major, and minor. So yeah, again, I'll just blow through these so you can see what we'll get to in the future. Again, once I get my tabs done, which I could swear I'm going to get to soon, I swear it'll make it so much easier to take this and then do what you can in our when I'm not on stream kind of thing. You just got an ADD diagnosis. Well, they said the same about me. I didn't have any problem paying attention. It was, especially if it was something I was interested in. I'm not going to say this is you. Like, this is just for me. I didn't have any problem paying attention when it was something I was interested in. But even back when I was a kid in school, well, again, I'm 45 years old. So back in the 80s and 90s when I was in school, we still had 30 kids a class. That's an impossible task for any teacher to make sure that 30 students understand everything that teacher is trying to teach to them and then go on with their day. That's hard. So when I got lost in stuff, then if my teacher struggled to help me understand, well, she had 29 other students, or he had 29 other students to go and teach. So that made it tough. So they just like, oh, you're ADD. And no, if I was ADD, I wouldn't be able to do this. If I had attention deficit, there's no way I could write music. There's no, I don't agree with that diagnosis for me. Now that I understand why dyslexia makes everything that I went through sound different, but we're all different. So try to just, that's a tough one, and do whatever they suggest. If I don't really know what they suggest for things like that today. But that's, like I said before too, is finding something that you love. If you get distracted with all the stuff that's around you, focus your stuff on one. With your concentration. Try to, it's not easy going. They didn't have me on medication for it. They had me on medication for depression when I was younger, and I still have side effects from those today, unfortunately. Find something you love. If it's this, put all your work into this. Well, all your free time. Don't neglect school. Try to get your education as well. Absolutely, but I feel for you. I absolutely do. Okay, so the first one we did there was major, diminished major. Then minor, major, minor. Then minor, diminished. Then major, minor, major. Then major, minor. Then minor, major, and minor. Diminished, minor, major. And then resolve back to the major, diminished, major. And again, some of I'm saying this out for myself so I know that I'm saying it right and doing it right too. So. Okay, let's move on to the next section. Oh, this is the hardest one. Oh, we got 9:30 already? Oh, my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to blast through this one quick. Now, I think I may have wrote down this information wrong. I thought it was an F-sharp minor scale, but I may be wrong about this. But I'm just going to blow through this picking pattern over it. First off, we're going second. There's a couple extra notes in there, but that's because we're adding this picking pattern over it. So I'm going to blow through this just to get my hands a warm up. Don't worry if you can't follow along with this. It gets... My goodness. And then I try to do all those that starts on F sharp there. So here is an F sharp on my low B. D funk, we got the funk. Gotta have da funk. Ow. What's up, buddy? Thanks for stopping by, man. Awesome. Much appreciated, buddy. I'm trying to blast through this, and I'm trying to help our little friend Mayor here learn a little bit about guitar, because I'm not that good, but any little bit I can help pass on while I'm practicing is just awesome. So, all right. This, right, so starting on the, where are we at here to a tempo, 180. Let's try it at 180. Woo! I'm not done my songs. I've got so much work to do, man. Absolutely, though. I've got a bunch of stuff I'm working on for YouTube, and then I'll post shit everywhere. Absolutely. You want to watch some old stuff of me? Here, give me a sec. That's the best I can do for you for now, at least so you can see something of what we used to do. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to... I try to play one of my songs, a little piece of my song, and I start my stream, and then when I end my stream, I'll play the whole song just to see how my practice has improved my playing. So in about 10, 15 minutes here, I'm going to play through the song. So I got to get out of here at 10 o'clock to head to the gym. So awesome. Check that out. Thank you much. Right. Where was I? So there. So second fret. Oh my goodness. I should be doing it to this. All right, now we're on to the A string on the 9th fret is another F sharp. D string, 4th fret. Oh my goodness, my hands are weak today. Oh my goodness. That one really feel it doing this whole routine. 11th fret on the G string. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now, 7th fret on the high B, because this is a low B. This is a high E, and this is a low E. That's how guitar just repeats lower the strings. All right. Anyways, 7th fret on the B string. Oh my goodness. High E, 2nd fret. Getting sloppy there. Oh my goodness. Terribly sloppy. No, okay, so I'm running out of time here. Oh my goodness. Then I'll do a 4-note picking pattern over that same scale. Instead of... So I'll go... My goodness. And I'll do that again on all the F sharps that I can find on my neck. So there, 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 there. You'll get used to it after a while. Again, I'll get all my stuff up done. I'll get some, like Defunk is saying, I'll get some videos out there too, some little bits of these lessons so you can look back at instead of jumping into the stream and be like, what did he show me there earlier? Just a little video. It'd be a lot easier. Okay, so I do that, and then after all that, oh, sorry, no, there's a 6-note pattern now. I go high, low, mid, high, mid, low. Very sloppy, very sloppy. That's okay. I'll practice tonight as well to run through those again. Then I'll do all those again, but I'll throw legato, which is hammer-ons. This is a pull-off. This is a hammer-on. And then so, yeah. Same with the 4-note pattern. And Same with that last 6th note part. Okay, so yeah, we're skipping over those ones for the day. We'll do the fun ones here at the end, which makes you sound like you are a shredder. First little one is really simple. You can do this one with me, Mayor. No problem. So again, we're going to start the 16th fret and the 12th fret. And like we did those pull-offs earlier, you pick it once, and then you can to the 12. Then we're going to 14th fret on the B string, and then 13th fret on the G string. So there's just these 3 strings we're using. And then back up. The little technique we're using here is a sweeping technique. So you don't want to pluck like... You're just trying to kind of lean your pick back a little bit when you're going this way and lean it. So you like raking them across. When you strum, you try to hit everything quickly together, right? Like so if I sweep it, it goes. So you can even do it just practicing this hand. Not and not. It's just a smooth motion. And I'm not really, you can see my hand is just barely moving that little bit to give the angle of the pick, right? It's even kind of looser in my fingers as I do it. And then you're... My goodness. Exactly. You'll be sitting there and be like shredding. You're like, wow, you got really good really fast. And you're like, I know one lick. There's another one that we're going to do. We're basically in the same position. This is a little bit trickier to get used to, but instead of 16 to 12, move 17 to 12. And now we're going to bar, so that means you're laying your finger across 14 at the same time between the B string and the G string. To get that note to sound individually, if you just bar it, you're going to hit them both, right? You can hear both notes there. You just kind of lift your finger at the knuckle, with that one then fretting the G string that mutes out the B string underneath. Oh, absolutely. And the passion play, crumbling away. Yeah, absolutely. And then the solo later. I grew up playing Metallica, like I mentioned before. I think we used to sit down with the tab book, which kind of looked like this, all the notation and everything, and we'd sit down with the CD and we would learn that way. That's how I learned how to play guitar, all by numbers, all by tablature, and by training my ear. The Steve Vai trick: sit down in front of your TV when you're watching TV later in the day. Don't have your guitar plugged into anything. But sit there, work on little things, but try to play the music you hear in the commercials that come up, or even the background of the songs. Try to listen. Find those notes. Find that octave that it might be in as well. Training your ear. Same when you're listening to music. Just try to find once you know your E chord, your A chord, G chord, D chords. It can be easy to sit there and be like, oh, they're just strumming a couple simple chords, and then you can figure it out. Oh, really? Oh, with 8 brothers and 2 sisters and your parents around? Yeah, possibly. But even if you're just sitting in your room and you're like, take a chill break kind of thing, you just relax and just sit there and watching a show. Just train your ear in trying to find out anything you hear where it is on the fretboard. Okay, so we got that. And then this next one again. So yeah, 17 to 12 and then 14, 14. Remember, you're bending at that first knuckle that little bit to mute that one string. And once you get the patterns down, you can stick them together and it sounds like you're playing something. Terrible this morning. And then one more, I'll show you a minor shape. I won't give you the full shape again today. That's a lot. But that little, those... I'm being really terrible right now. I'm terribly sorry. This other one is a minor arpeggio. We're going to go down to here for the start on the 5th fret to the 2nd fret. It's another little pull off. And then you're going to use your 4th fret on the B string and then 5th fret on the G string. That one, I move up the fretboard wherever you want to and play. Remember again, that raking, sweeping. When you're doing these, you're doing that pull off. There's that little pause between you start raking, though. You'll get used to that. Remember, slow, work your way up in tempo. You'll get to it. Okay, what do we got here? Almost 10-2. We're going to stick with those. That's going to be it for the day. Again, my neck, I'm trying to hold out and not cry. I'm just kidding. It's not that bad, but I want to get on some ice before I go. So I'm going to blast through my one song. Just because I gives you all something to keep you interested other than just little stupid chromatic boringnesses. So, all right, here we go. This is one D-Funk if you're listening. Here's a live one for you. Oh my gosh. Way too fast. Try that again. There's lyrics in this. There will be someday. I just haven't practiced enough. A little sloppy. A little sloppy. Better than I was this morning when I played it first, though. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I can't wait to get all the tracks done on that. Yeah, the 2 hours can go by pretty quick, too, eh? Thank you very much, man. I can't wait to get the rest of it done. I've got like most of the guitar tracks done. It's mainly me now getting my vocals done, and that's like again part of the reason I'm going to the gym. I swim. I'm trying to quit smoking. I'm gonna smoke on the way to the gym because now I'm in fucking pain and I need weed for it. I'm sorry to swear, but yeah, that's the only thing that sucks. That's what's taking much longer. I need some space. I can do it here at home, but I don't want my girlfriend to hate me. But yeah, I'm getting this stuff done quick. I'm getting these tablatures done as well as my little videos done. We're putting together a documentary, like I said. There's so much going on. I've got to do my gaming channel too because I'm trying to get to affiliate status there. Did you follow me over on my gaming channel too? Hey, let me put that link up too. So up there is that link to my YouTube video from one of the concerts we did. We opened for a local famous band here, and that was like our coolest show ever. You can check that out. I'll check my link to my gamer channel just again for anybody. I know D-Funk is already following me there. All right, I see you there. Still in the band I see on your page. Y'all seem like you had a big audience at that. Dude, that was like the best concert we actually ever got to play. A local band here in Vancouver who was formerly named Jar got signed to Columbia Records and changed their name to Flybanger. And that was their first show back in Vancouver, and we got the opening slot. And then another band called Strange Days. I'm no longer in a group. That group has broken up. Our drummer went on to become like world famous and tour with Wes Mack and Econoline Crush, and recently with Headley, and has been a teacher for many years and like works out of the Roxy and does top 40 stuff. Just amazing player. Still one of the best drummers I've ever had the honor of being able to play with. And he joined us when he was 13. In that video, I'm not kidding. He's like 15 or 16 years old. Absolutely amazing. The bassist and us had a falling out, and I wish him all the best in the world. It's unfortunate. So I'm still working with the other guitarist. Recently, we started working with the drummer because of COVID. He had a lot of time on his hands, and so we sat down, and all the drums that I had programmed from all the original stuff, he kind of came through and cleaned it up in the programming to make it sound like there was a real drummer, not just chop, 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 boring fucking programmed from me. Like, you heard the drums here. He made this sound absolutely so much more like a real drummer's behind it. So we use all this. We're going to practice all of this, get our song structures down, then we practice the shit out of it, and then we go into the studio and do it all live. Yeah. Oh, I miss it, man. That's why my fucking neck is out, right? Like, you can see I was moshing so hard and headbanging so hard. It's probably why my neck is absolutely fucked now. Okay, so I'm gonna keep talking to you guys while I roll my medicine. I don't know how to say it. I know it's not legal across the U.S., so I can't show you that I'm rolling it. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not gonna lie about it. This is medicine to me. I wish I didn't have to smoke it like this. The edibles don't work. Once it gets into the hands of pharmaceutical companies and gets turned into a proper medicine, I'll be able to quit smoking easier too. It's just like the only time I want to smoke a cigarette. We will, and we'll be probably doing it online so that if we actually had to charge people for it, you could charge them like 50 cents to fucking jump in there. Like I said, 50 cents over 1 million people is $500,000. It's more than you would ever make at a concert, right? Nowadays, there's so much potential with this. That's why I'm trying to jump on. And once I started getting the stream up, I was just like, I'm just going to go start streaming, even though I'm shitty. And that's the whole practice thing, right? Get some hype going on. Yeah, mine almost did. It's 2 discs in my neck that are messed up. From the fall I took when I was a younger kid, it tore the ligaments too, so my muscles have been overcompensated. It's a long story. I don't want to bore you guys with it. The moral of the story is I'm fucking lucky to be getting healthy and better, especially at 40, in my 40s. I'm 45 now, so this is crazy. Oh, really? Does that mean I can sit back then? All right, but if I get banned, it's your fault. Okay, I'm holding you to that one. We got today. This is Purple Diamond. This is the good stuff. I'm gonna have to smoke the good stuff. Yeah, just as an example, like you could charge such a small amount, you get the hype out with social media, and you start playing concerts. Another buddy that of mine, he plays in a band called Cyclopsis. They did a Facebook stream, just him and his guitarist, and yeah, you're 42, nice, awesome. Yeah, nothing's the same, especially the food, man. It goes, look. Like, this is the last. That's too much. I don't see all my abs anymore. Like, it just so quickly, if I not watching my calories on my days off kind of thing, I put on weight. Over the Christmas holidays, I put on 5 pounds because they shut down the gyms again for that little bit of time. Oh, sorry. That's probably really loud in the microphone. I'm sorry. Now, to Mayor, I do not promote the use of this. Like you said, you go to jail for a long time. Wait till you're older to try your alcohols and stuff. I know a lot of European cultures actually get their kids like wine and stuff when they're really younger. My girlfriend's German and Sri Lankan, and so she can drink wine all day. She's used to it her whole life. And then I've never been much of a drinker. I found weed was better for me. But again, I want to quit smoking. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I want to sing again. I miss singing. I miss my life. Again, I'm a lucky man to be coming back into this. I have even friends like, here's one that band that we opened for in that video that I showed you there. The lead singer messaged me just recently when I started the stream. He's like, "Hey man, you got new material for me to hear yet?" I'm like, "You remember me? Wow, you actually friended me. That's so cool." And he's like, "I want to hear some stuff." I was like, "I don't got anything. I'm so sorry." I know a chick that streams and she rolls a blunt on site. It's all that's cool. Okay, that's good to know. Twitch doesn't ban drinking either. Oh, crazy. Yeah, like I've got my stream set up for um the content isn't made for children, but I'm not banning restricting anybody because we're going to curse. They don't give you like an option to be like we're only swearing online. Like I'm going to swear. This isn't sexual content. I'm not going political. I'm not going religious. I'm not going anything like that. Like this is like I still feel a little weird rolling my doobie like this right now, but man, my fucking neck hurts. I got to sit on ice for a few minutes. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep talking to you guys as I run in and out. Why not? Why not? I use these little filters, these little cotton filters, and then this little rolling machine. You put filter on either side, and then I just pull one out of the end. It's tiny. Like, that's tiny. That's all I need. I don't. Again, I'm trying to quit smoking, and at the most, at my worst days, I'll do like 5, maybe 6 a day, and I feel that. I feel every last breath that I'm taking after that. So if I can, I try to do 2, and then less than that. That's my goal, is to try to do 2. This is my second one for today. When I get home, I won't smoke. I'll probably take a little nap, and then when I wake up, wait a little bit, eat my one meal, then I'll have a smoke after that, and try not to go out before bed, kind of thing. But yeah, it's tough. I hate having to rely on the smoke for my pain relief. Okay, give me a second here. What the hell? Why is there so much shit here? What? There's so much shit everywhere. Okay. Well, that's good to know about the drinking and the smokings. Oh. All right. So, my gym bag together here. Need a towel for this pool. For after the pool. Oh my goodness. I am uncoordinated old fart. All right. Get that into there. And I need socks. Check it out. I bought the Manscaped thing. And then I need shorts. All right. I need my sandals too. Many smoke mead for paranoia, and they say kind of. Oh, really? That? Yeah. No. There's a lot of medical applications, man. This needs to be turned into a proper medicine. It needs to be properly researched and turned into a medicine. This is the 21st century. Like, if I was to say anything, I would suggest to people to smoke weed instead of drinking. I absolutely, because you could smoke weed all day, and basically, I've never seen anybody smoke themselves so stupid they couldn't function. They either smoke themselves sober or they just fall asleep. At the worst, they're kind of goofy, but with alcohol, you just get worse and worse and worse to where you could literally poison yourself and kill yourself in one session of drinking. I like a drink. I'm a very social drinker. I always have been. When we used to go to the bars, I would seriously like sip a beer for hours, have like 2 while my friends were spending hundreds of dollars, and I just, no thanks. I don't mind it, but yeah, I'd rather smoke. But again, I'm done smoking. I don't want to smoke anymore. I've been smoking for 30 plus years. So I'm pretty much done. I wanted a medicine. Give me one sec. I'll be right back. A guy was saying, he's like, my friends that are on Twitch, they like roll and smoke the whole time they're on there. Like, okay. For me, though, Mayor, I'd have to absolutely say finding the right type of marijuana made a big difference for me because of um, a lot of the inflammation that happens in the muscles and everything around there. It makes everything tense up, and then it can push the disc out or push a rib out for me. So they had me on morphine, and that doesn't do anything for inflammation. That's just a pain blocker, right? And that was brutal. I lost a lot of weight. I was down to 120 pounds. I'm like a 5'9" at my tallest. I was a 120 pound skeleton. Now I'm like 160 pounds. I've never had this much muscle on my body, and it was all from doing like lightweight and more reps. I literally started out going through the motion. Then I added 2.5 pound weights, then 5 pound weights, then 10 pounds. So step my way up, and I put on 40 pounds of muscle. Well, I'm at 150 something right now, so I've trimmed up a bit, but I've still got a lot of work to do on my legs. Brother makes edibles for people, and none of them is bad shit. Oh, absolutely. I haven't found any edibles that work for me. I've mentioned before. They just don't seem to have it, because it's not against anybody who's doing it, but it's being made by people in their kitchen mostly. There isn't a clean medical application for it where their dosages are proper and the right substance has been taken out and all that kind of stuff. But it's coming. It's all coming. I heard that Israel is a leader in the world on medical marijuana research. How is Israel that way? And, Canada just got legal, and America still thinks it's fucking heroin. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Oh, allergies suck. Oh, yeah, I also forgot to message the boys and tell them I'm going to go for a smoke. Okay, I did that, and now to put on my shoes. Yeah, people who drink often don't look as good. No, it's really hard on your system. You're very true. I have friends that were pretty heavy into the drinking, and they look. Again, I'm 45. Do I look 45? No, nobody ever guesses my freaking age. Not at all. It's legal in a few big areas now in the States. Yeah, a few states have gone legal. It's just that most states now have a prescription or something. Colorado, no laws on it. You can smoke it. Yeah, they're just having problems with the banks accepting this as an actual business, which is just stupid. If it's legal in the state, then it should be legal to take their money. There shouldn't be an argument. And the drinkers are often a bit more aggressive, while the weed guys are really chill and nice. Yeah, I'll tell you guys a quick story before I go here. So, playing with my band 20 Gauge, we're playing this bar in a town called Burnaby. It's part of Vancouver. And we're standing outside the bar just before we're supposed to go on stage. And we're all smoking the last of our weed because we're poor musicians. It cost us a lot of money to get prepared for the show, and we didn't even make enough money to break even kind of thing from the show. So we're smoking the last of our weed. We've got like maybe 2 doobies and a couple pipes going around between like 10 people, which is basically my band, 4 people, and all our friends that come out to every one of our shows. Anyways, we're standing there smoking, and all of a sudden, we hear from behind us, all right, guys, everyone, give us your weed and pull out your ID and show us who you are. We turn around. There's this one cop who's about my size, but definitely built a little better. But he had these 2 monstrous men with him, these 2 other officers. They were huge. It was like 2 guys like this and then this little guy. And he was, okay, give us all your stuff. Everybody was just like, oh, shit, we're busted. That's terrible. Okay. So we empty our pockets. We give them the weed. We were like seriously standing with our pockets turned out to show them. We're so sorry. Yeah, you get it. They take everything. They take everyone to look at everyone's ID. Then they go and talk amongst themselves for a minute, and then they come back, and the shorter officer hands everything back to me. He's like, "Here you guys go. Thank you very much for your cooperation." We're like, "What's going on?" He's like, "We wish they would legalize this shit, because if you were all out here drinking, I'd have had to call 2 cops per person just to be able to handle you, to try to arrest you for drinking in the public." I was like, "That's fucking crazy." He's like, "I know." And the other 2 big cops are like, "Yep, this is fucking crazy." So we stood and talked, like all of us, like talking to these officers, like, "You really want this legalized?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he said that too. Then it won't necessarily just be smoked. You can turn it into a medicine for people who need it. We're like, holy fuck, this is coming from a cop. This is awesome. I wish we could have recorded it that time, but we didn't have a camera. So absolutely amazing stuff. I think it's one of the only plants on the planet that has so many medical applications. So fucking many. This thing literally grows like a weed. One of the fastest growing plants on the planet. And for hemp as well, the clothing is way better than cotton. I'm sorry. Hands down, way better than cotton. Okay, I have rambled enough for you guys. Sorry about my neck problems today there, Mayor. We'll get through some more stuff next time. I'm going to bust my ass to get these videos out and get these tabs up for you guys and everything. Defunct, absolutely. Thank you again for tuning in and helping me get that viewer count up there. I will be on this weekend a bunch to do some gaming. Like I said, we got some prep to do for Witch Queen. Going to help some people get through some storylines and get ready to go. So I'll be online a bunch. And then we'll be back to practice on Monday. And then, we'll see how the rest of the week goes. So you guys have an amazing weekend. If we see you in stream on the gamer side, awesome. If not, Slayer. And so long. Thanks for all the fish. Have a great weekend.